Hi guys, hope you're all doing well. Blessed Lily here. So this is a reading for those of you who are currently in no contact with your person, or maybe there's a little bit of a sticky situation. So we're going to see whether there is going to be contact in the near future. We'll see when it's most likely to happen and what sort of interaction it's most likely going to be. 3 options for today's reading. See which one you're mostly drawn to. Don't overthink it, and let's go ahead and get started. My lovely option number 1, hi and welcome to your reading, guys. As I'm shuffling the cards, say your name out loud or in your head, as well as the person's name about whom you're asking, about whom you're thinking. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look. No contact. Okay, I see that, you know what, you option number 1, you might also be wondering why the hell there is no contact. It kind of maybe felt like it was really sudden, and maybe in your head, in your mind, things were going okay, you know. So I want to also take a look at why there is no contact, especially for you, my lovely option number 1. I'm going to grab a different deck. Alright, so why is there no contact? Let me see. For those of you who are wondering, for those of you who don't know. Okay, right. So straight away, look at that card. This is literally like this representation of the person and you. So, you know what I'm saying for you guys is that the person that you're asking about, they have quite a big ego. And I think they just got pissed off because in their head you were supposed to react to their advances, to their behavior differently. I think this is a little bit of a power struggle game. This is the energy, you know, of him or her trying to so-called teach you a lesson and kind of be like, okay, well, you didn't appreciate my energy, so I'm going to withdraw it so that you can see what it feels like to be without me. So obviously we all know that, you know, this is mind games, this is a little bit of a manipulation that's going on over here, but it's kind of like the things that they did with you, they worked with other people reacted differently, and this person, their ego got hurt, that maybe you didn't give them the reaction or the feelings or whatever that they expected. So now they're trying to kind of, like I said, you know, in inverted commas, teach you a lesson, so to speak. But at the same time, they're incredibly afraid of how you're going to react and whether you are, you know, going to see them as valuable. Are you going to, so to speak, you know, play the game? And they're keeping you at a distance over here. Let me see why this thing is happening. Like more details on it. They want you to see things from a different perspective. This is an odd way to kind of make you see their value. Like they don't know any better. Yeah, we're not judging over here. Obviously, the person that's doing that to you is, I want to say, is a little bit hurt. It's definitely a little bit hurt by everything that's going on. They are also doing this no contact phase that you guys are going through. They're afraid to see that you're still going to be happy without them. They're afraid to see that they don't matter. But they just don't know how else to understand that they matter. I think you guys caught them in some sort of situation where they wanted to seem bigger than they are, more important than they are. And I think you kind of saw right through that, and that hurt them, and they're like, well, okay, whatever. I'm not going to grace you with my communication or my attention. But they like you. They like you. They're like, I'm going to walk away, and then she's going to see or he's going to see. They still like you, they still admire you, but they want to assert the power in your connection, in your relationship. Okay. So let me dig deeper into their intentions, into their feelings for you. This is interesting. Honestly, guys, the person that you're asking about, they do have an inflated ego. And they're kind of saying, like, well, you know, they would be lucky to be with somebody like me. Like, it's a big, big chance. But we all know that, you know, people that tend to play those games, they're quite insecure. And the truth is, the person that you're asking about, they're very insecure. That's why they have to go through this whole no contact thing. Yeah, so they're saying, like, their intention right now, like I said, is to bring the power in the relationship to them, and is to make you play the game based on their rules. I am seeing a little bit of narcissistic tendencies over here. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Maybe you kind of are overlooking a couple of red flags because you are somebody who has a lot of love to give, and you guys might be an empath, a very sensitive empath. And you might be looking at this person as somebody who needs saving, whom you can love better. Let me see if that's the case. I want to see overall, like, I'm going to see if they're going to reach out, but I want to see if there's, like, even possibility of this relationship working. I want to say in your favor as well. You know what? They're telling me it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Possible, but with a lot of effort. The person is immature. Possible, but with a lot of effort. All right, let me see if they're going to reach out. You know what? Somebody is going to give them a little bit of telling off. Like, literally, there's this energy, you know, of them asking someone for advice, and that somebody is smarter, they're wise, like a wise person. Could even be one of their relatives over here. But yes, they will reach out. This could be happening within the next 4 weeks. 2 to 4 weeks, guys, over here, because right now they need to do a little bit of work on their ego. Do a little bit of work on their ego, because the truth is, they feel that you're somebody who's valuable. They feel like, you know, in their heart, that you're somebody who's going to bring out a lot of their insecurities. And I think it's that kind of like the bigger plan over here, that you are somebody who teaches them how to work through those things. And I think for the majority of you, the cards are saying that this person is going to be willing to work through all of those things. Because I did say narcissistic tendencies. I didn't say narcissist. You know, when it's narcissist, it's a different story altogether. But they do have a lot of narcissistic tendencies. So maybe they were dealing with a narcissist parent or something along those lines. But they will reach out. Let me see. Yeah, like I said, 2 to 4 weeks. They're reaching out with a different energy. They're reaching out with, I want to say, maybe an explanation, an apology for some of you. With an offer. There's this energy of flirtatious energy that's coming through. With praise and willingness to work on things. Okay. And then you guys, you know, you do your thinking, you do your deciding, and what you do is entirely up to you. But now you know more. All right, my lovely option number 1. That's what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it resonated with you. If you're up for a personal read where we go more in detail on whatever subject you feel you would benefit from knowing, send me an email. The email is in the description box below this reading. So it's the link to my Patreon page with over 180 now exclusive videos, additional discounts, and much more. So definitely check it out. Alright guys, take care now. Bye. My lovely option number 2. Hi and welcome to your reading, guys. I wanted to say hi and welcome to your story. Alright, as I'm shuffling the cards, say your name out loud or in your head. Helps you better connect to the energies of the reading. And, of course, say the name of the person whom you're asking about out loud or in your head as well. Let me see what's happening over here. Will there be contact? When? Okay, my lovely option number 2. For you, what I'm seeing is that you're stuck maybe in a third-party situation, or that person is communicating with somebody else. You might be communicating with somebody else. It's a weird energy. It's unstable. It's very transformative. You or the other person might be thinking that this is the end, but it's not. I'm going to tell you straight away, it is not. Absolutely not. Page of Cups over here, the Knight of Wands, they come charging into your reading and they're saying, no, show must go on. Okay, let me get more details, more information for you, option number 2. Again, they keep telling me about the choice. So if you're wondering why there is no contact, I'm getting a very specific message over here. It might not be something that you want to hear, but again, I don't like to, sugarcoat the reality. And you guys, I know you'd rather hear the honest energy. Anyways, the point is, there's someone else. There's another person in the picture that they might consider, that they might be choosing for you or for them. It could be, you might be stuck in a situation where both of you're seeing somebody else, but you would rather explore your options with the person whom you're asking about. There's somebody else, a decision that they need to make. That somebody else is affecting them. So it's kind of like heart over matter, mind over matter. Because they're showing me the heart wants one thing, the mind is saying something completely different. Now, what I'm seeing is that the person has influence. Like the other person has influence or has the potential to influence their life significantly. So if you're asking about somebody who's married or in a relationship, this person's spouse or partner might have great effect on their career, on their money, on their social status. For some of you, children might be involved. So they have a lot to consider. Also, when it comes to you, they're saying, I understand I need to make necessary changes. So for some of you, it could be relocation. For others of you, it could be change when it comes to the amount of money they're bringing in, the change in their lifestyle. So it's kind of like they're wondering, do I go the easy route? Or do I go towards you and make the necessary changes and take the risk? So this is the energy of the reason why there's no contact, because I think right now they might be like, you know what, I need time to think. And I'm not saying it's the best way to go about it, but they're kind of saying that before I have the answer, I don't want to have that conversation, because they know that once you start communicating, they will have to give you the answers, and the answers that they don't have. They simply cannot give you the information that you need. at this particular moment. For some of you, again, like I said, we could be talking about somebody at a distance. Or, you know, you might be asking about somebody who's traveling. You yourself might be traveling. But they're saying it's definitely not the end. Okay, so will there be contact? And this is interesting. They're telling me that somebody who is a friend is going to somehow interfere in this situation. Like there's somebody who's going to interfere in this situation. Somebody who helps, but interfering in a good way. Somebody who helps. Because they're telling me that you and this person, you might see each other as if by accident, so to speak, but the universe is bringing the two of you together. So it's not like somebody's going to text somebody. It's the fact that you're actually going to meet somewhere for the majority of you. Because they're telling me, you know, like going somewhere with friends, hanging out, and then could be at night, you know, and then they're saying like the two of you, you meet. And you will have that conversation. Neither one of you was planning to have this conversation. But, you know, it's, of course, more difficult to ignore somebody when you're face to face. And this conversation is actually going to bring a lot of clarity. But the reason why the universe is going to do it that way is because when you two see each other, the feelings, the emotions, the desires are all going to come up to the surface. And they're going to find incredibly difficult to resist you. And they're going to find it incredibly difficult. And I'm going to be honest, like the person that you're asking about, guys, they're going to feel a little uncomfortable because, you know, there was no contact and here you are, you're seeing each other out and about. And it's going to be awkward for them, but then they're going to... It's a swift energy change because, like I said, they won't be able to resist you. So they might even be drawn to like kiss you or touch you or say something maybe very personal to you when they see you. If not with their words, then with their eyes, you know, you're going to feel it. It's that sort of special communication that you both know. You're kind of reading between the lines. So your contact is going to be unexpected. It's going to be very emotional. What's going to happen afterwards? Let me see. Then they're showing me things, again, slowing down a little bit, but there is going to be communication. So things are slowing down over here, guys, because they keep on telling me the situation is very complicated. But they're showing me movement forwards. Let me go ahead and take a look at the timing for you, my darlings. When is this most likely going to take place? And they keep on saying it's going to be very random. In an unexpected place, you know, sometimes when people, they go to a different country, like they live in the same city, they don't see each other, but they go to a different country and they end up meeting at the same restaurant. And you're like, whoa, okay. This is the energy that I'm reading here. Let me take a look at the timing when this could take place. So I wish I had maybe a shorter period of time for you guys. But I am seeing, you know, this could take up to 8 weeks. This could take up to 8 weeks. For some of you, it's going to be 4. But again, maybe because the person is at a distance and a lot of things, they need to kind of come together. And 3 to 4 weeks for the majority of you, for some of you up to 8. But again, you know, you guys are going through this energy of transformation, and the death for a lot of people, you know, it could signify that this is the end. But things pick up. The universe has different plans for you. All right, my darlings. That's what I have for you, my amazing option number 2. Let me know down in the comments below if it resonated. If you're up for a personal read, all you have to do is send me an email. The email's in the description box below this video. So is the link to my Patreon page with over 180 exclusive videos, additional discounts on personal readings, and much, much more. So make sure to check it out. Alright guys, take care now. Bye. My lovely option number 3. And welcome to your reading, guys. Get comfy as I'm shuffling the cards. Say your name out loud or in your head. Helps you better connect to the energies of the reading. And of course, say the person whom you're asking about. Say their name as well. The reason why I'm smiling like that is because I keep hearing that song, so call out my name. So call out my name when I kiss you so gently. And I do feel, you know, for a lot of you, the person that you're asking about, there was this physical intimacy and you might have really enjoyed it. But let me see. The lovers, yeah. So we could be dealing with the Gemini energy over here. We could be dealing with somebody you guys have a very strong connection to. So why is there no contact? Let me see. 2 of Pentacles. Loads of things to handle. Loads of things to deal with at this particular moment. It kind of feels like for both of you, you know, for you and the person that you're asking about, maybe it was a connection that happened rather fast, you know. Overwhelming. Okay. Kind of feels like for some of you, you might be working together. Yeah? Like there's this energy of having worked together, or maybe you work in a competitive environment, or you guys might be actually working, you know, like in companies that are competing with one another. There's loads of things they're saying that have to be considered over here. They're saying for the 2 of you to be together, a lot of things will have to change. Like literally there's this energy of the Tower, there's this energy of the 4 of Wands. It's overwhelming. But I will tell you this, guys, this is so interesting. They keep on saying that there's a very strong emotion from both sides. I could even say, you know, it's love, or it's very close to being in love. And again, when we're talking about physical intimacy, you seem to be quite compatible. Okay, and there's no communication, no contact. Because, show me more. Because I want to say that the other person, they have a lot on their plate. And I think meeting you and falling in love with you wasn't part of the plan. It kind of feels like the other person, they were busy concentrating on their career, busy concentrating on the things that they have to do for success. Maybe you're asking about somebody, kind of feels like you're asking about somebody who's very career driven, and now their priority is to make money. Their priority is to create financial stability for themselves. And then they're like, what the hell? Here I am falling in love. And, you know, maybe, again, being in a relationship with you might have to, might sabotage the career, yours or his or hers. You know what I mean? But they miss you like hell, guys. They miss you. And you miss them. And there's no other person. There's nobody standing between the two of you. No. If you've been wondering if there's another person, no. But it could also be that you come from very different backgrounds. And you being together, or like different cultures, different religions, and they're saying that the family might not approve. Maybe it's a very traditional family, but they're saying, you know, family could be somebody who's standing in the way. Like if you have really strict parents, really strict family, and you love your family, but you just know they wouldn't approve this, like of this person, and vice versa. Maybe the other person's family, like they know it would be like a disaster, but they love you, they want to be with you, and they're torn. They are torn. Wouldn't wish this on anybody. This person dreams of you. This person, like you might be thinking that they are misleading you. You might be thinking that they're lying. But the thing is, they can't tell you the truth. Like they can't tell you the truth. Not right now anyways. They don't have a plan. They don't have a plan. They don't have a plan of how to make it work. So for a second there, it kind of feels like they thought it would be best if they just kind of leave your life. Because they don't want to make your life miserable. They don't want to make your life difficult. So out of love for you, they decided that they're going to stop. But it's so difficult for them. It's incredibly difficult for them. Their heart is breaking. The heart is breaking. Their heart is aching. They envisioned you already to be the mother or the father of their children. They already had this whole thing planned in their head. But when it came to execution, they're like, damn, there's so many things that need to be considered. And they're saying maybe the only way for the two of you to be together is to move somewhere, is to relocate, is to go to a different country, a different city. And they might not have the opportunity to do that just now. They might lose a lot of money. They might have to start afresh. And there are like so many things to consider. And they kind of wish they could tell you, but they're saying, I don't want to make him or her feel guilty. I don't want to rope them into this whole like drama. They might have kids as well, and it's something that they need to consider, how they're going to interact with their kids. You know, it could be their kids that are not ready to accept somebody new into their life. So will they reach out? Will this person reach out? Okay, I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. It does not look like it's going to happen in the near future. It does not feel like it's going to happen in the near future. Show me more. What do I need to tell option number 3? They just keep on showing me conflict. They keep on showing me not being able to handle things. This person will reach out, but years later. Years later, guys. They will reach out because you will always be the one who got away. They're showing me that you are going to meet somebody nice very soon. Somebody good, somebody who's good for you. Might be happening through work as well. They're saying, 3 to 7 months. Your life is going to change drastically, your love life. This person is going to reach out, but it's going to be too late. You will meet somebody who will give you the right amount of love, the right amount of communication, the right amount of everything. The other person, they're saying it was just somebody who needed to come into your life as a lesson. But they will regret like having that no contact energy. They'll be looking for you in different people. They will torment themselves. Why haven't I? Why haven't I done more? But right now, it doesn't feel like it, guys. But like I said, there's somebody else who's meant for you. Somebody better, somebody who will love you and will not be afraid of any difficulties and will not be persuaded by other people not to be with you. Because that's all they want to do, to be with you. All right, my lovely, option number 3. And that's what I see for you, my darlings. Let me know down in the comments if it resonated. If you're up for a personal reading that's tailored specifically to your situation, all you have to do is send me an email. The email's in the description box below this reading. So it's the link to my Patreon page with over 180 exclusive videos, additional discounts on personal readings, and much, much more. So make sure to check it out. All right, my darlings, take care now.